Hello everybody, this is Chronos018 and this is part 27 of my Let's Play of Mass Effect. It's been a while since I've done some recording, but we've been a bit busy and things have been a bit hectic around the house. Know why? My sister is having her baby in less than a week. So, we've been scrambling to get the baby's room ready. We just took out all the carpeting and the padding underneath that, so we could put we're gonna have to put the hardwood floor down at some point, but that's not gonna be today because we've been busy doing all the other stuff. Once we get the flooring in, we can finally start putting the furniture in the baby's room and start getting that set up. And hopefully we can get at least the bed set up by the time we have the baby comes. So, anyway, last we left off, we went and did a few things, sold a bunch of stuff, checked people's equipment, and took care of Garrus's personal quest. We took down Dr. Salia. We were going to try and take him into custody, but the guy resisted and tried to kill us, so we had no choice. So...
Commander, good to see you.
Okay, that was weird, but we still can't talk to him for some reason. Anyway, actually wait. Let me see if I can get anything out of the others. I don't remember if I did or not.
Commander?
Let's try this one.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Caden, huh? Really? That's very interesting. Considering, Shepard's interested in Caden.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
No, but tell me about your family. You seem to be close.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Yeah. Let's try... asking about her dad.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Oh, and if you guys hear any rumbling or anything in the background, I am sorry, but it's been raining out here, so gotta deal with that. Okay, she mentioned her mom, having her help raise her sisters, so that's kind of her mom.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
That sounds familiar. Most modern-day women sometimes have to give up their careers in order to raise a family, so... not too surprising on that one. Let's ask about her, sisters or home. Let's ask about her home first.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that stinks. Hang on. Sorry, I had to stop and drink some tea. All I've had to eat today is a sandwich for lunch, and that was like 10-15 minutes ago. Okay, now we've asked about everything else. Ask about our sisters.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
That sounds familiar.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore.
True.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Oh, really? Sounds like a story. Tell me about it.
Sounds like a story. You're like Sharon.
I did not mean to call that.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did.
I'm not.
Mike.
That into the game.
I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Vid mails? You weren't there at the time?
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back.
Ah.
They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobyl. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Ah. Well, in that sort of situation, if you don't want to go further and the guy does, but no means no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Agreed.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly.
What?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
What's that mean to say
Mike
about your
thought they'd
sister?
go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left.
Dang.
Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense.
Wouldn't want to
I took
make her
emergency
mad. I
leave
was
and walked Sarah to school for
I'm not
fees.
one to cuss, so don't be surprised if I start doing that. So yeah. What about the police in this situation? Where were they?
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony.
Ah.
I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
I can understand that. That reminds me of similar situations that sometimes happen in my house. My sister would want to do something her way that involved the baby father. I'm not going to go into details, but she wanted to do it one way, and Mom was worried about, I guess, it not working or whatever and making things worse, and she wanted to do it another way. And anyway, like I said, I'm not going into details about it because it's my sister's personal life, and I'm not broadcasting that all on YouTube. Well, let's just say that happened a few times during this year. Concerning the baby and all that. Self-defense. Really? Huh.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Cool.
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
Oh, she's one of those people that likes all the old-fashioned stuff. All the old fashions of, like, where you normally would use a sword way back when and all that. So, that sounds cool. But, then what did you learn?
So, what did you learn?
Like I said, I don't call these.
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
I didn't mean to call all these. I told you, I do not know all these lines by heart, but sometimes I actually get it right without even realizing it. Oh, that's sweet of you to...
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like it was going to Earth or something.
True.
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy.
That didn't
I
sound...
wanted to snap him in half.
That was not
But
surprising.
Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
Oh.
I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Dang. Wonder what happened.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. So she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
That sounds like Commander Shepard. Well, my Commander Shepard, anyway. She don't take flack from anybody. And she don't take anybody trying to force anything on her. Anybody try that? Let's just say that things would get ugly. For the person, anyway. But yeah, that is an interesting story.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
I beg to differ.
I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that love me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Huh. Wonder what kind of poetry that is. If that actually is a real poem in real life, why don't you guys, if you guys can find it, send me a link to where you found it, if it's online, and I'll go and check it out. You read poetry? I cannot talk today.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Yeah.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff.
I never said that.
Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem.
Oh, that's
Every
what it
time he
is.
shipped out,
Never
he
mind.
recorded me reading it.
Forget what I just said,
Dozen
everybody.
versions when he
I already
retired.
found out. And I never said you can't like sensitive stuff. I'm just surprising. But yeah, that's a good poem. Or whatever it is. I've been a while since I've read all that stuff, all the like the Odyssey and stuff. It's been a long while since I've read that stuff. So I don't remember what it's actually called.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
I'm guessing from the afterlife.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
If you guys hear anything, hear the headset of the mic shaking, it's because I'm kind of shivering. It's cold in my room. I got 2 air vents in my room, and they're both blowing cold air in here, and I've got a short sleeve shirt on. Whew. That's not a problem.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have.
Yeah, considering I think I gave her the
Yakuza. Really weirded out by my faith.
Psych.
Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something?
Yeah.
I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
No, it was fine. I'd actually like to know how you're doing on this. Real quick.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's
Oh,
story
wait.
about her and her mom.
I
not
believe
talking.
I already.
They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
Oh, don't be mean.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
Aw, no fun, Skipper.
Sorry.
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Okay, so I already asked her about this, I think. Okay, so let's not talk about her.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Really? Do you have to call me ma'am? Why don't you use Skipper? You just called me that. I already know about all of Rex's stuff, and I already think I already can get his personal quest. I just gotta find the right place. Activate. I might get to another quest start another quest today. It just depends on how much talking happens. Come on. There we go. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna really do any talking. Oh wait. Let me check with Kaden real quick. Actually, I'm gonna save before I do it, so I don't mess it up. Because I don't want to mess it up and then find out I can't romance one of the two. Because I messed up or something. Because I still haven't decided on who she's gonna be romancing. I already know who she's gonna be going after for the second and third game. I just tried to figure out the first game. Really? A loading?
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Sure. Of course, I always have time.
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make.
Yep.
I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
Oh, how informal. How informal.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I got a bad signal. And if you're a... maybe there's someone else you'd rather confide in.
Oh, really? Like who? Wait, go back.
All right, Alenko. Off the record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Dr. Tassoni, ma'am. There's a lower deck rumor that she's, interested in you. As more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. To my, tastes, but, I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
Yeah. What, are you jealous?
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
I don't remember which one. I think the bottom one ends it. I'm not sure about the top one. Okay, I might be going for Caden for the first one, but I'm still deciding. I might do the whole talking to both of them and then having to decide after, I think, the third part of the main story, I think. I just trying to remember if this is...
Look, there's nothing between...
There we
you and
go.
me. What's the real issue here, Caden?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
Yeah, like a snowball going downhill. That's what he's talking about. A bad experience?
Talk to me, Caden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans.
Okay.
Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Experts? Why couldn't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs.
Dang.
And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I see. Which brings me to my next question.
The only
Oh, there
experts
goes
would
some
have to
more
be
thunder.
aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Yeah, I don't know of many Turians with biotics, to be honest. I don't know how, plentiful they are when it comes to biotics and non-biotics. But normally, why don't you ask the Asari? All the Asari are biotics, so have some form of biotic training.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Agreed.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Oh. That was their first mistake.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront.
Huh.
Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died.
Dang, that's
The point of all this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
Yeah, I can understand why he'd be concerned. But why tell me?
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself.
Oh, he's 32.
You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Oh, really? Special, huh? Oh, that's actually one of the lines. One of the lines I actually do remember from the game is that. For this one.
Special, huh?
See?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
You're not.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
Okay, let's try this one.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have
Sorry.
time for personal debriefings later.
Okay, so that's all the talking
talk
I'm getting
later,
out of
Caden.
Caden.
I'd like that.
Oh, see, so now his romance is still active. I wonder if Liara is this... Really? Every time I try and record. Hang on, guys. Hello? The hardwood floor is going to have to wait until another day. Sorry guys, every time I try and record, something interrupts me, whether it be a phone call or someone needing me to do something. Ugh, it never ends. Ugh. Anyway, I'm going to save. Hang on. Just in case. And go and try to talk to Liara. I hope it doesn't mess things up, because... Actually, even if it does, I don't think I would really mind. Because I might be going for Caden on this one.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process.
Oh wait, did I?
As I said, I am not used to dealing with people,
already tried
especially
talking to her about
humans.
this and ended up ending
I
the
did not
romance
really
with
know
Kaden.
much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Yeah, I think I already went.
We don't have the luxury of time. And Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit
I
150.
think it was the button to go through this fast.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species.
Oh,
After
whatever.
spending time with you and
I
your
guess this will
crew,
be a longer
however,
episode, guys.
I think it may
It is
actually
already-
be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Yeah, I think I already talked to her about this, because I tried talking to her, and it ended up ending the romance with Kaden, so I think I'm going to... Intimidating?
You're scared
I
of
wish I
us?
could skip through this.
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Yeah, I'm trying, yeah.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz.
Yeah,
The
I did
fact
pick
that
that.
you
I did pick
survived
that
shows
one.
a remarkable strength.
But you didn't have to snoop, you could have asked.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling.
Yeah,
about you,
see, this
Shepard.
is what messes up your romance.
You're
Should
interested
skip
in
through
me
this.
because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just go after Kaden. Actually, I think this Let's Play is going to probably be almost nearly quite similar to Lorelai's playthrough of Let's Play of Mass Effect, because she's also going after, she went after the same, oh, Rachel's home. Recording. You ever hear me talking to myself? It's either recording or on a Google Hangout. Yep, she's home. Anyway, she did the same, made the same choices, basically.
I care about Caden. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
Should I do that one or should I do the middle one? Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure if I want to do this with Liara or Kaden. I'm trying to figure it out to make it different. Because I already know who's going in that certain quest in the first game. I'm just trying to figure out...
You're right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Don't tell me a little danger puts you off.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay, now I'm gonna go check that with the rotating and see if it's any different. If it is, then I go back to my previous save. If it's not, then good. Really? It's gotta do a loading screen?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Okay, so it didn't mess it up. Okay. Okay, I need you guys, anybody who is watching this, to vote. Caden or Liara. And I will tally up the votes at some point. So you guys need to vote in this, I'd say in this video, and vote. Caden or Liara, who Shepard goes for. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this video off here. I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Mass Effect, where we go and try and find another quest to do.